Welcome back to Fridays with First. I'm your host, Parker. We're here with the whole gang, except Shirley, because I don't know what he decided to do today. But this is our last Fridays with First. It's been quite a ride, quite a lot of good memories made. Zombies. And today we're going to be going over a little, I guess you could say, a reflection of high school. You know, what did you like? What did you wish you do differently? Paxton, start us off strong.
I guess we kind of touched on this before we hopped on the mics, but I said I wish that I would have participated more in our homecoming proms or any other kind of activity that the school provides, because now that it's coming to an end, you kind of look back and go, you only go to so many, so I probably should have went to them while they were happening, while they were going on. I should have went to them. So, I mean, I'm kind of kicking myself now thinking about it. But it's too late now. Obviously, we graduate in a week. Is it under a week? No.
Well,
yeah.
Days.
A week and 2 days.
Oh, man, that makes my stomach queasy, kind of.
Yeah, no
So,
kidding.
I don't know. I kind of wish I would have participated more in it.
Is
So,
there a reason that you didn't, or was it just kind of like I don't want to, and then?
At the time, it was I don't feel like going to that. It's not my thing. It's not something I want. I don't like dancing. I don't like the people, and I should have just went through it, because you only go to a homecoming or prom so many times in your life. I mean, prom's only 2 times. I should have toughed the last time out, but I chose not to.
Well, and for me personally, I know that like prom and homecoming weren't about the dancing. It
Yep.
was just about like all our friends would always get together beforehand, go get dinner, hang out. We'd take something like a bus or something and then go hang out again afterwards. And so for me, it wasn't, like I said, about the actual dancing. It was the memories of
Yep.
everyone hanging out and everything like that. So, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really consider this a piece of advice, but like, you don't really know what you have till it's gone. Like,
Yeah,
like
it's
you
crazy.
said, we have a little over a week left, and then now it's like,
It's time's ticking so quick,
Yeah.
honestly.
and for me, like, I mean, I was involved in a lot, but like, I wish I would have taken part in more at the same time. Like, I was in FBLA and whatnot, but like, I wish I would have. There's a big difference between being in FBLA
And
and
actually-
being in FBLA, and like, I would say that I wish I would have done that, maybe gotten in some other stuff, and then I wish I would have just like, I don't know, maybe cherished the. Like, I used to always be like, oh, sports, this practice sucks, this practice sucks. Really don't want to go play this game, and then now it's like, I'm never gonna step on a field
Yeah.
with my friends ever. Like, I'm never gonna play a Friday night game football. I'm never gonna throw at another track meet. I'm never gonna do anything like that. So I think cherish those moments and realize that it sounds cringy, but time does go by fast. Like, you don't think this. If I'm being honest, the past 4 years have been the slowest yet fastest 4 years ever.
We were just talking about that last night. Like, you walk in freshman year, oh my God, I'm gonna be here for another 4 years. And now that I'm graduating, kind of exactly
It's
what
like, can
you
I get
said.
another 4?
Yeah. Do I have another year left, or
Yeah.
no? And I mean, I kind of told my dad, I go, it's gonna be crazy knowing that Preston and Mackenzie my siblings are walking into high school now and gonna do all the things I just got done doing that
Yeah.
I graduated from. So I kind of wish I had one more year, but at the same time, I know it's going to unlock a whole new set of adventures.
And I think also, like, it's crazy to see, like, as we're about to leave, like, look at the stuff that the school's changing, the school's adding, and it'll be cool to, like, come back in a couple of years and see, like,
Oh, they did that actually, huh?
yeah, like, oh, like, look at this, like, this isn't what I had. And not, like, in a jealousy, like, we didn't have those. Scoreboard. But, like, I don't know, just look around and be like, oh, this is changing. Oh, this teacher's leaving. This teacher left. And, like, some people will never get to experience Mr. Stender, for example. That's the first person that comes to mind. Like, nobody will ever get another Mr. Stender. Nobody's going to get some teachers who might have made or break our high school career. Some people aren't going to get. So
Yeah, that's fair.
that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Josh, what do you got? Or Caden, whoever.
I think another piece of advice would be don't be afraid to join clubs like Strive, Skills, or FBLA. You have your whole high school years to spend time with your friends, going to, say, NFLC and FBLA, going to Denver or these other cities. It's really, really cool, but you have to join and be committed to these things. And I think it can make memories. Don't worry so much about working and more about spending time in high school with your friends.
Yeah, kind of going along with that, I would say going in like extracurricular activities and stuff. Just being able to like hang out with your friends and doing stuff. I spent a lot of my time working, so part of me is kind of regretting that, but
are you like kind of kicking yourself a little bit?
a little bit, but I don't know.
And for me, like I feel like I'd see in your case, like you'd love like all you want to make money. You know what I mean? Like nobody like money is the driver, but at the same time, it's like money can't buy memories. I mean,
Yeah.
it can, but not when it comes to high school.
For sure.
We're given this education for free, but the memories that come with it are
Priceless.
no price. Yeah.
That or I wish, because I'm part of the school to work or whatnot, so is Josh. And when we would have pep rallies and stuff, it would be like I'm not going back to school for one of those, dude. I wish that I would have took that, hour of my day to come back and actually join in the pep rallies and stuff, or
Yeah.
come to the FBLA events, come to their dinners. I mean, I'm not going to say I wasn't here for Strive, but I wish I would have definitely went to the last Lincoln game. I kind of was a little upset about that. I went to the first one of this year, and then we got word that we got to go back, and I couldn't make it. I should have made it work either way. But that,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really kick yourself about it. Things happen, but you definitely wish you could go back.
Yeah. Well, and with like the whole like pep rallies and stuff, I think one thing that I feel like I kind of see now is that, you know, maybe freshman, sophomore, even maybe this year, maybe your whole high school career, like you look at some of the school activities as a whole, like pep rallies or I don't know what the beads necklace thing.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, oh, that's kind of stupid, but then you think about it, and you're like, it's literally just, it's part of high school. Like, the quote unquote cringy experiences that you might get are what makes your like 10 years down the road, you'll be like, oh, I remember this pep rally where we did this, or back in my pep rallies, we did this. and
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's something that, while it might seem stupid, it's
You
gonna
should just
remember
do it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that you always will remember. So
Mhm.
Yeah, and you may never have those experiences again, so kind of just cherish it as you go.
yeah. So I mean, I guess pulling off that, what's everyone's plans after high school? We can kind of transition into that.
Time out.
Oh.
I want to know, what are you glad you did
Oh,
in high school?
Ooh.
You talked about what you wish you did, but I'm like, also now.
I'll
what are
go
you glad-
first.
What are you glad that you did? Repeat the question.
so basically,
Okay, so basically, out of high school? So we just kind of went all negative, Nancy. So I like to say,
You learn a lot about, again, you guys can relay this to everyone else. You learn a lot through everything you do.
Hmm.
What are you glad you did? Because you look back and go, I wish I would have done, I wish I would have done, I wish I would have done. But you've also something that's like, I'm glad that I did X. I'm glad that I did Y. Maybe when other people weren't, or just an awesome experience you want to tell us about? Relay it.
okay, so I'll relay that. So basically, you know, just what are you glad you did in high school? What are you like? You know, looking back, I'm really happy that I took part in this. I hope that if I have kids, when I have kids,
I'll be a chaperone for it.
that might be a bad idea. You just like what are you happy you did? What's something that you know that you take away from high school, or something that you did in high school that you know you'll never forget?
I'm gonna say the FBLA trip. When Caden said Colorado, it just brought up like a whole like wave of memories. I mean, it was our first FBLA trip. What?
Get into the mic.
It was our first FBLA trip. And we rode on the charter bus for 8 hours, and it was me, Caden Britton, and Carissa Avalon, and we all sat next to each other in a big group. But, I mean, we ended up getting to the hotel. I lost my bag with all my clothes in it.
So pissed.
The hot tub collapsed from too many
Yeah.
people in it. We got to go to the malls and stuff, and kind of the whole experience as a whole is something that you could like never get from anything else.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Well, I think the best part was doing it with your friends. I feel
Yeah.
like that was probably the best part of that whole trip, was being able to hang out with you and Britton and
Be in a hotel room.
yeah, doing really whatever we wanted, pretty much. I guess to an extent, but no, I thought that was a really, really cool
Yeah,
trip.
it was. It was worth the like. I kind of going back, things you wish you would. I wish I would have just put up the money and went to, where did they go? Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We should have just went, but Too late now.
Yeah.
I'd say for me, I think, like I said, I wish I was involved in more, but I also, what I was involved in, like sports and stuff, I'm really happy that I was. I'm happy that I also tried to, like, I don't know, like some people kind of stick with their own friend groups all of high school and you don't really try to branch out. I feel like I tried to talk to as many people, and I'm really glad because I feel like I made connections and stuff. But yeah, like I said, sports would probably be one of the biggest things, just because the memories that I made on the court, on the field, and on the track is not only taught me life lessons or taught me stuff that I'll never forget, but the memories and the stupid stuff that me and my teammates might have done, or the even stupider stuff that me and my friends that were also my teammates might have done. But I think that's something, because, like I said, it not only it'll teach you life lessons without even realizing it. Like, you'll learn something and not realize it until you're a couple months later, and you're like, oh, you didn't really think about that. Like, discipline, whatever, so be it. And so, but memories and life lessons, I mean, kind of hard to beat both those two things in one. So I'd say that was probably mine. Josh?
Well, I mean, like I was saying before, I didn't really get in that many groups and stuff because I was working all the time. So, I mean, I didn't do any sports, so...
YouTube star.
Frank
Bait
Crisis.
But I guess one of the good things, I mean, I really enjoyed, like, the electives that I took. I think it's good to get experience in other things other than... Oh, yeah, lifetime activities. But I think that was a good choice that I chose to do a lot of different electives because you get to do a lot of different things and learn things you wouldn't have to on your own, I guess. Yeah, I'd say that.
This is going to be really controversial, but I'd say band. Like,
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for you to say band.
Well, no, some people think that band kids are genuinely weird. There are some weird band kids, I will tell you that. I'm not going to name any names, but there are some weird band kids. But some of us are really normal and pretty cool. I like...
Really normal and pretty cool.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know. I've been doing this since 5th grade, and I've had moments where I've tried to quit. But I don't know. I feel like it's really fun to go to these trips like DMC and meet all these cool people and perform in front of other schools and do really well. I don't know. The state fair is okay. We're there for maybe 4 hours, and 2 hours of it is finding food and eating fried Oreos and then puking it up right before you're about to go and march.
Sounds like a good time to me. I don't really know what you're talking about.
It's okay. But I don't know. I feel like just the experiences you get of meeting new people, even if they're weird. Like, I would have never thought I'd be talking to Joe Burns or Colby Ty, just if I didn't do
Both
band.
legends, though,
No,
actually.
literally. It's the experiences you get from these high school things. So, I don't know. I feel like that would be my most favorite moment out of all of high school.
Match me.
All right. So what were we going to talk about earlier after Mr. Parson cut in?
Okay, I was just going to, like, what's everyone's plans after high school? And, like, what do you think that maybe high school would have or would not? But I feel like we've been in a lot of negatives. So what do you think that, like, what are you doing? And do you think high school helped prepare you for it? Or what do you wish you maybe could have done differently in a different retro? That
I would say that, obviously, I think we all have the same thing in mind, and that's going to work, obviously. But in the sense of high school helping or kind of showing you a life lesson thing, kind of the discipline and interactions with all different types of people kind of shows you, like, it shows you that not everybody in the world is the same, and you can make friends with anybody. I mean, kind of, I don't know how to put it. High school as a whole was awesome, and I wish that, like I keep saying, I wish I had another year. So,
yeah, and so what are you doing for, like, job-wise?
sprinkler guy.
Yeah, so, like, sprinkler guy, you talk to a lot of people. You meet a lot of different demographics. And so, like you said, in high school, like, talking to the demographics and interacting with them is just going to help you that much more when you go to maybe get a client or whatever.
Makes it 10 times easier to talk to old people. It's like talking to a third grader. No offense to any of our.
Why'd you point at Mr. Parson when you said old
Holy
people?
crap.
No
Shots
offense.
fired.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
So I'm going to Northeast. I'm going to be in their exercise science and personal training program. So it's just a 2-year program, and then I'll take another year online of the like powerlifting and nutrition specific pertaining to like kind of a higher, more actual competitive of powerlifting. Maybe I might dabble with bodybuilding whenever. I don't know. We'll see. And hopefully one day own my own gym, own my own training programs, and be able to help people in that. But I'd say high school, same thing, talking. And I think that's why, especially my senior year, I tried to talk to people of different demographics, because I'm like, as a personal trainer, you could have anybody and everybody come in, and knowing how to kind of, I don't want to say change your tone because you don't want to change who you are, but like change the way and in the, like, I guess you would say tone of how you talk to different people is what's going to make me, I hope, a good coach, personal trainer, whatever you want to call it. And like you kind of said too, discipline. And while I guess there's not really going to be like, I'm not going to have an assignment that's due or whatever, but like in my own job. But I think being able to, like keep in touch and know how to, if I do online or in person or whatever, know how to interact and like be able to get people stuff on time and how to be on time to school and everything. Like be on time to school and be on time to my job. I think that helped me personally.
Yeah, I think as far as how school, like, preparing you for your career, I think going into retail, you're going to be dealing with a lot of different people. So I
You want to
feel
tell
like,
us what you're doing first so we know what
Well,
you're trying
I'm-
to pertain this to?
so I'm going to be working at Menards and just work my way up the chain there. So when you're working in retail, you're going to be dealing with a lot of different people. So I feel like in school you meet a lot of different people and deal with some questionable ones, which that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to run into those circumstances at working at a retail store. So I feel like that kind of prepared me and is getting me ready for the real world.
My plan, go to college.
You know where you're going?
Going to UNL, gonna be taking mechanical engineering courses. Hopefully get through those. I've heard it's really, really difficult, but I have drive. And I think going off of what Parker and Paxton said, just the whole speaking thing. I feel like, especially with speech, Mr. McKee, he really helped me.
Cracked into that.
Yeah, he got me out of my comfort zone, and I feel like I'm able to talk to new people a little easier than I was beforehand. But going back to like the whole band thing, like you meet these new people. I feel like in college, especially a large college like UNL, you're gonna meet a lot of people, and I feel like it made it a little easier to meet
To go
possibly,
outside,
meet possibly these weird people or super normal people or people who think they're better than you. Just, I don't know. I feel like it really prepared me for something bigger.
I was going to say, Parker, I got this question.
Uh-oh.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I think we can go down the line for everybody. Or you just, is this...
Yeah, I think you asked that question. But since I requested it, you got to start at Caden.
Me?
So,
Okay, well, you heard the man.
Oh boy, 10 years. I'll be 28, almost 29.
you're going to have like 8 kids.
No,
minivan.
God, no. I want maybe 2
A
or
whole
3.
football team.
No.
Kids, roll out.
I hope to build myself a little fortune. Maybe I'm going a little far with this, but I don't know. Just build a house, have my own cars. I don't know. Have a nice job and have a family. Maybe be starting a family. I don't plan on having too many kids, but
How about 12?
no. Kids are a lot of responsibility. I have a niece, and she is almost 2, and she's running wild. She like
Terrible twos.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. What are you thinking about, Josh, 10 years from now?
10 years from now.
Owning a store.
Not quite. Well, maybe. I don't know. As far as career-wise, hopefully by then I'd be an assistant general manager. So I don't know if I'd still be in Fremont or not. Probably not. I want to go farther up north or down south once we start building more stores down there. But my goal is to be an assistant GM. And yeah, found my significant other hopefully by then, and maybe starting a family. So,
How many kids you want?
probably like 2.
Are they gonna
20.
Are they gonna carry on Crankbait Crisis?
No.
Crankbait Crisis Junior, maybe.
YouTube will be banned.
Probably.
For me, 10 years. Hopefully by then I'll have my own complete like training system block for all sorts of things and be able to be hopefully traveling the country and helping coach people all around through different USAPL, IPF, whatever. Those are all powerlifting federations. Coach them through all their different things, and maybe it'd be longer than 10 years, but like I said, hopefully one day own my own facilities to be able to host people and host meets and stuff like that. And then 10 years for sure, though, I'd say I want to have a good base of coaching, a good base of knowledge on everything like that, and be able to go out and help people with their goals and help them compete.
Valid. I guess I hope we have this high school reunion. What? Okay, it's. Well, you're over there doing this weird.
Pull the mic. Yours moves.
I hope that we come to our high school reunion and we could possibly have this on a hard drive or something. And
Oh
you remember
my
when you talked about this and this, and we were having this little podcast. Remember that in our senior year? And we plug it into a computer and we got Caden, Josh, Parker, and me sitting here. Yeah.
Zombies! Oh
I-
my gosh.
I guess I kind of never answered the 10-year.
I know that's
Question
what we're waiting on.
myself.
You keep avoiding the question.
I hope I moved out by then.
Oh boy.
No,
Plan.
I just, I don't know, strive to be successful and keep the family business going. That's the plan. So
Do you have like a plan that you'd like? Like, I don't want to like grow it by how many members do so far jobs, so
in the-
big of jobs.
in the next 2 years, since I'll be out of high school, I don't want to jump right into it. Just this summer, I kind of want to get a game plan going beforehand. But my dad, he's 46 years old, and I didn't feel like it was his responsibility to take on this debt that I want to generate. So I plan on maybe looking into hiring 2 maybe workers or 2 guys I can truly trust and provide them a truck stocked with parts and stuff. And the hope one day is to become like a Millard Sprinkler or like a Create Rain or Controlled Rain and have the guys go out and do the work, and I can go and bid the new jobs out. That's the plan. Will that maybe happen in 10 years?
Put your mind to it.
We'll see. Life's a roller coaster. So, Shirley, what are you going? Oh, wait, never mind.
What's Shirley doing?
I know he's coming to Northeast too. He's doing electrician, and I know he's doing it for Fremont Electric, and I don't know how long he has to work for them to pay off, because they're paying for his college, all of it. But I think 10 years down the road, he'd like to own his own, ooh. The little
Sorry.
mic box. It still works. We're good.
Yeah.
He would like to own his own electrician company, hopefully, and he's talked about. We actually did a podcast together, and he said he'd like to be able to kind of, like what you said, go and do a little oversight and send people out and whatnot. So
Not work your whole life away. That's
Yeah.
the plan. That's what I hope. I hope that I get to go to a Menards one day. This is the truth. And it's owned by Josh Freeze, and I can say, I went to school with that
with
kid.
he can come buy some of his parts from you.
Or Caden, there's a bridge built or whatever you mechanical engineers will do. And I can be like, Caden, kid's name's on that. I went to school with that kid. I never thought he would build a bridge.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
Or maybe I'll break myself and Parker can train me back to health.
I think we're thinking of different trainers.
Oh, never mind. Maybe I'll just become
Athletic
super,
trainers are the ones. that,
Maybe
like,
I'll
help
become
you.
super buff, and you'll be my powerlifting coach.
Hey,
Probably not, but
whatever. if you want. All right. Any last bits anyone would like to say?
Goodbye. This is it.
Yeah.
yeah, this is crazy. It's been 12 episodes.
Crazy.
I know me personally, and I'm sure all the guys. We all want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching
Oh,
us
yeah.
these last 12 episodes. It's been a lot of fun to film, a lot of fun to do together. I think we've all made some of those more memories we were talking about and kind of grown a little closer. Yeah, zombies. And so we all want to sign out together. Or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for tuning in on this Friday with Fridays with First.
Signing off.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
There's no next time.
Maybe.